Hey everybody, sorry I've been away for a while, dealing with some real life stuff. I've been, as you can probably hear in my voice, I've been a little bit under the weather. My wife's also been dealing with getting tests done and all from when she had her heart attack back in November and spent a week in February in the hospital with congestional heart failure. So I apologize for not being around much lately. Sorry. But yeah, it's just been a lot going on with me the past week, but I'm back. Hopefully I can keep going and get this back on a routine, and we'll see where it goes from there. Just got one or two things here. That's it. Probably about the same. Okay. All right, so here's my Raw review, my personal opinion about Raw. If you can, please hit that like button. Give me comments, talk to me. I love talking to you. I answer everybody that messages me all the time. I love it. Please smash that subscribe button, smash that like button. Let's see if I can get to 100 subs. That's all I'm trying to do at this point. Get 100 subs, and I can worry about going beyond that. I'm getting close, and I'm hoping y'all can really help me out. And please try to watch these videos more. I'm going to try and do more on this, but this is my Raw review. I didn't think Raw was really all that great this week. It was a little bit behind, especially being they just had a pay-per-view and everything else. They should have had more. Well, it starts off Drew McIntyre, DM Punk, talks a promo talking about CM Punk, talk about Jey Uso and Damian Priest, really just talking out his asshole. Sorry to say it that way, but that's what he was doing. Then we get into the first match. First match was the Queen of the Ring match. Io Sky versus Shayna Baszler. I gave it a 5 out of 10. Io got the win. I think it would have been better if Shayna won it. I probably would have went a little higher if Shayna would have won the match, but what can I say? And then after that, we had Chad. He was belittling Alpha Academy, really being a straight up dick about things, and it just was wrong. And then next led into Kofi Kingston versus Gunther. Gunther got the win. I would say I gave that match a 6 out of 10. That was probably the best match of the night. But yeah, that was straight up probably the best match of the night. By a lot. Then we had Bronson Reed versus Akira Tozawa. Tozawa did very well for the small. It was basically a squash match. But Tozawa did real well. Bronson Reed got the win. I'd say I gave the match a 3 out of 10 because it was a squash match. There was really nothing to it. And then we had Ludwig Kaiser calls out Sheamus and says he's delusional because of all the stuff Sheamus said. Then we go into the Zoe Stark versus Lyra Valkyria. Great match, tell you the truth. It ended great. I gave it a 5 out of 10 only because it just didn't catch my attention too much. But I gave it a 5 out of 10 because it was a great match, but it just didn't catch attention. And that led into the Sami Zayn versus Otis, where you had Chad Gable outside the ring telling Otis, yeah, you did that, yeah, do this, do that. And for a little bit, Otis was doing well, and then Sami Zayn came back, a Luva kick, boom, got the win. Next thing you know, Otis is being literally belittled by Chad Gable, and Chad Gable turned around and smacked him. And then at one point in time, Sammy jumped in the ring and helped Otis with being attacked by Chad Gable, but then Otis still helped Chad Gable get out of the ring and stayed left together. But you can see Otis is getting pissed. Otis is going to turn. He's going to become a big hitter soon. He's going to have that match going on. And then we had the champ, Becky versus Dakota Kai, which the match was amazing. But how it ended, I didn't like the ending. Becky got the win by DQ because Liv Morgan jumped the barricade and attacked Becky, and Becky got the win that way, and Dakota Kai basically got disqualified. It was a 6 out of 10 match or two. Not quite as good as the Kofi and Gunther match, but it was really good until Liv Morgan jumped in and interrupted, which really ruined everything. It probably would have been the best match of the night on top of the other one. I probably would have gave it a 7 if Liv did not interrupt. Then we had the Creed Brothers versus Judgment Day versus New Catch Republic versus AOP. I gave the match a 4 out of 10. It wasn't a great match. It was a good match. Judgment Day got the win. It was a good match. It wasn't great. It was a 4 out of 10. Then we had Jey Uso versus Ilya Dragunov. The match was amazing. Really good. Like I said, though, it could have been better. But Jay got the win. And he's moving on, and basically that's the Raw review. And now I'm going to go over to my Dynamite preview for tonight. Hopefully we can get this all done. I know I'm running a little late on this. Like I said, the past week I've had a lot of personal life issues that really stepped in, and I hope I don't lose fans because of this. Family's first before anything else. Like I said, I've also been under the weather. But tonight on Dynamite, we got Okada versus Dash Harwood. If that's not a banger, I don't know what is. That's going to be an amazing match. Though I'm not a big Okada fan, but I am a Dash Harwood fan. And yeah, I like American wrestling more than Japanese wrestling. But I like how a lot of the wrestlers over in Japan are so, there's so much styles all mixed into one way. Okada, not the biggest fan. I think he's got a weak finisher, but that's me. But yeah, Okada versus Dash Harwood. We also going to have Toni Storm versus Harley Cameron. That's going to be a banger too. So far we got a banger after banger. Then we're going to have Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson versus Kyle Fletcher and Jeff Cobb. Oh, I love Jeff Cobb. I think he's one of the best wrestlers out there. Why he doesn't just stay in the United States, sign with AEW, and just be a full-time wrestler with them, I can't figure it out. I love Jeff Cobb. I wish he would just come to AEW and just be full-time there. But yeah, we got Mox and Danielson versus Fletcher and Cobb. Then we're going to have the Young Bucks versus Seidel and Christopher Daniels. This one's going to be a banger too. So far we got 4 bangers. Banger after banger after banger after banger. What more can we ask for, right? So far it looks like we're going to have 4 monster matches so far. Then we're going to have another Cope Open, but this one's not quite open. Because Copeland challenged Aleister Black or Malachi Black, whatever he's calling himself these days. Come on, Tommy, get with it. Get a good name, all right, Tommy? All right, so yeah, if y'all don't know the story behind that, I call him Tommy because when I first started watching him, his name was Tommy End. Now he's Malachi Black after being Aleister Black in the other company. And then after that match, we're going to have Swerve versus his former compadre, Brian Cage. 2 members of the Lucha Underground going head to head. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bangers. These could be the best lineup they've ever had on Dynamite. It's just see how well it plays out and how well it does. Is the Young Bucks going to screw it up, or are they going to allow them to have 6 bangers tonight? On top of the fact that Hook returns, and we're also going to get the contract signing between Willow Nightingale and Mercedes Money. You tell me. Is Dynamite a banger show tonight? Or are we really going to be disappointed? Well, I hope it's not a disappointment, because I'm hoping it stays banger after banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. Let's hope we get that. Alright? That being said, y'all have a good time. Love one another. Enjoy your life. Deuces.